Roenick. Jeremy Roenick will dump it into the Toronto zone. And then Roenick was leveled, I believe, by Vindigidy. The play goes on. Here's Roenick back on his feet. He got a high stick on Clark.
On Vindigidy. Vindigidy didn't like that, so he takes it out on the rookie Roenick.
Ryan Curran ahead to Wendell Clark. He clears it in. Curran in. Hudson dropped the glove. Curran, a big right hand, and he leveled Mike Hudson at center ice. They collided on the boards after Curran made the lead pass. They had words and squared off, and Mike Hudson is hurt. Brian Curran just leveled him with a big right hand, and Hudson certainly not shy about challenging the bigger Curran, but he paid the price. Now another scuffle at center as Fergus and Murray grab one another. Troy Murray and Tom Ferguson a wrestling match. Now Murray got the right hand loose and landed an uppercut. Fergus tries to answer. Neither one landing a couple of haymakers. And then Fergus got one in. And now they wrestle to the ice. So Troy Murray landed a solid punch early, and Fergus landed a solid one late.
The two cranky teams, that's for sure. Hawks getting in at 4:30 in the morning. The Leafs coming in on a prop plane that had no heat for over an hour and a half. So these guys will be glad when this one's over.
Happy holidays. 8 minutes left in the first. 1-1. And now here we go again. Sutter and Vindigidy right off the face-off drop the glove. Wrestling for the most part up against the board. Wayne Sutter and Lou Vindigidy. Sutter has not played in 6 of the last 8 Chicago games. And back in the lineup tonight trying to slow down this Toronto physicality, and there's been an awful lot of chippy play here in the first period. Now in the Toronto zone, Bob Murray in the corner got run over by Iafrate center ice. Graham got leveled by Todd Gill. Here's Roenick and a big save by Bester. And now Roenick got leveled, and here we go again in the corner. Big scramble as Roenick got leveled after he tried to stuff one past Bester, and a couple of Hawk teammates come to his aid.
Well, Gill coming across well after the whistle. The puck was under Olchek. He was trying to freeze it. Puck under him. The whistle blew, and then Gill just leveled Roenick. Well, Bester comes up with a big save on Roenick. He came up with a few quality saves on Roenick last night. Roenick picks up the passes, backhand, turns, shoots, tries to go low to the glove side. Olchek on top of it, and Roenick run over by Gill after the whistle, and Vince Gillette comes in. Manapass as well. Bester, as he did last night, shuts the door once again on the Blackhawks' chances. Todd Gill, very assertive tonight. A solid hit earlier on Graham, and then he flattens the rookie Roenick.
Now back on his feet, around the boards, and that'll do it for the first period. And now Graham and McIntyre. Graham with a right hand landing on McIntyre as they started to come together, and now everybody gathers in the corner, and we have a couple of potential altercations here. Graham and now, Savard got hit by Lehman. Gary Lehman's all over Savard with a left. And Savard trying to go into the turtle. He's not a fighter at all, and Lehman really giving it to him. And now they pile up behind the Hawk net. Gary Lehman, and now Savard tries to answer, and Lehman goes into the turtle. But Lehman, a much bigger player, giving Savard a problem, and now an irate Dennis Savard trying to answer with referee Van Helleman in between.
Well, Dirk Graham just drifted McIntyre with a straight right as the horn blew, and then a bunch of players piled in, and And then Lehman teed off on Savard.
Oh, and now Graham is he's going to get that 3 game from the linesman, I bet. He's given a hard time. Oh, then Savard
just suckered Lehman.
Savard suckered Lehman, and he sure did after Graham got away from the linesman. Now we have Russell in a scuffle along with Curran, and they tumble to the ice. And Manson trying to get involved in that. Graham giving Ron Finn a tough time. He got away from him to go after Lehman.
Well, Lehman got a taste of his own medicine. He suckered Savard. Savard got back at him. It's totally unnecessary on Lehman's part, and now Savard wants to get back at him. Graham wanted to get back at Lehman. So a whole mess of penalties now. Manson's going to get thrown out too.
Now Savard and Lehman get squared off again. Finn he can't get Dirk Graham off the ice. Dirk Graham's going to get suspended, I feel sure. And meanwhile, Savard and Lehman are at center ice squaring off. This will be their 3rd time coming together if it happens. Well, a big melee here at the end of the first period. So far, everybody else has remained on the bench. Lehman and Savard still eyeballing one another. Nothing happening yet. Russell and Kern have been tackled behind the Hawk goal. They have Shane Heyer laying on top of them. Now Lehman and Savard still shadow boxing a little bit. Nobody's going to get it going yet. Lehman tries and missed. Now they come together. And here comes Manson. Oh, he jumped right over Finn to get at Lehman, and Manson's all over Lehman from behind. Wendell Clark's nearly going to come off the bench. He stays on, though. And we have a mess in Maple Leaf Garden. There are going to be a couple of suspensions out of this deal. You can be sure of that. And Savard now coming out of there, and Van Helleman grabbing him by the seat of the pants to get him into the locker room. And looks like now everybody's starting. Dirk Graham's still on the ice. They still haven't been able to get him out of there.
Well, Lehman started the mess after Graham got involved with McIntyre, and he sucker punched Savard, and then all heck broke loose. Some unnecessary, total nonsense at the end of the period, and there'll be some severe suspensions because of it.
Now Santa Pass took a hit but pushed it to center ice. Gilbert has extended his point streak to 4. Puts it over the line. Troy Murray got run over by Iafrate.
It's been a very physical game. It's not a game for pansies, you might say. Troy Murray tries to go around Iafrate, and Iafrate just levels him. And then Troy Murray gets back at Iafrate and gets a penalty. And then they have a stare down.
Now at center ice, we got a fight. Here's Kordic and Russell. John Kordic and Cam Russell are slugging it out. Kordic with the left hand got a couple in, and Russell tries to answer. They're standing toe-to-toe. Kordic a lefty, and he's landed a couple of lefts. And now getting the better of it as the fight goes on. What are they taking the linesman so long?
Well, Russell's played every other shift. He's played at least half this period, was involved in all. Kordic played one shift, and the advantage clearly would go to a guy like Kordic, who his sole role is as an enforcer. And he fights a guy that's playing at least 7-8 minutes so far in the second period. Clearly, as the fight wears on, he's going to have an advantage, Kordic.
Clearing it over the Hawk line. Here's McIntyre, a shot and a save by Chevrier. And he hangs on as McIntyre came to try to jam it loose. And Keith Brown says, don't mess with my goalie. Now we have Iafrate and Sutter. Iafrate with a right hand loose, landing a couple on Sutter, and now they hit the deck. Yet another altercation in a game full of them as Iafrate and Sutter turns and flips it ahead, but right to Vincelette. He's leveled at center by Gill, who had him lined up.